Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Vikings at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Allen going to audible to a different look. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quentin Johnston with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. It doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Murphy, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, baby, this is what you get paid for. I'll go the distance.
Okay, this to the house.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a Tommy Adebawore. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen looking middle, and that's complete. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds Johnston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Got it. Ready.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here comes third down and 7. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. Takes it to about the 37. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the set. Seven Pirates.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in his handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
What you got? Come on. Show what you got.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 second, all that remains. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
People are getting paid. People are catching it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And this might net him a yard, if that, as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, the 25. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Man, I don't even think I put this in there.
Last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
I don't even think I put this in the chat.
There, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18, 5 in. Rig. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cardinals just continue to roll.
I don't know if it's me or if they done messed up
they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They done messed up line safeties playing linebacker, seems like my dude's getting so tired out there. It's crazy.
They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Like you can't play sub linebackers no more.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Look, they like the only people that's tired. Like, why are they tired? You got to be because they playing that linebacker.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
We on that quick pass out the backfield.
Until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
This game kind of play a little weird right now too, though.
Take over 1st and 10.
Something don't feel right about it. Something don't feel right. I don't quite know what it is.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher.
Dang, I hate I do that interception, man. That dude came from all the way over there to play that.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Dang, block him.
Get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about that time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Get this pick. I mean, it's a touchdown. If we get it.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quentin Johnston with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
They the only people tired, bro. Well, now my other safety's back there. Like, why are my safeties tired? Like, they done broke the game, bro. Hey, EA, y'all can't never do nothing right,
Minnesota
dog.
offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Got a
Oh,
over the
man.
middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They run it with the and this will be a
Bumped
Vikings
into
first
dude.
down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, here's
Look,
a second
look at them,
and
they
8.
tired. Both of them tired.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff now for Pacheco. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Allen. Gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Finally win it this season. Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his
Good catch.
man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter
And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
6-6-6. We gotta get that. We gotta get. Somebody gotta score. And not a field goal.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Look, man, it's going crazy, bro. Why they do that? This junk don't make no sense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Like he got shot out of.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Fisher. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackle. It's second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 31, here's second and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. 96 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Pacheco. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss.
You got to block the man in front of you.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know they didn't have time what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fisher. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner puts it up. And the Vikings are going to take possession. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Like, what are you doing the ball, dog?
Here the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily.
Dang, that's your first tackle?
In the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Man, come on, dog. Why you all of a sudden missing everything?
Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly
Oh,
right.
you gotta, come on, dog. You can't run out of bounds, man.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives
Where they
them
come
a
from?
chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and
That's a good blitz.
on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And
I hear you, baby.
Force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
It is. That's right, baby.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. This one deep for Wilson.
So triangle don't work, okay.
They didn't score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal
She don't know how to exercise.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing